Hey everyone, my name is Diana Burson and I am with Microsoft Federal. Today, come on a little journey with me and I'll show you how I use Copilot in my daily work life. Microsoft 365 Copilot offers lots of benefits to reduce the time you spend doing mundane tasks. So, follow me as I show you how to use Copilot Chat to prioritize your workday and your tasks, how to use Copilot in Teams to recap missed meetings, how to use Copilot in Outlook to summarize long email threads and draft replies, and how to use Copilot in Word to create reports. Here we go. I am in my Microsoft 365 Copilot chat. If you have a license and you are using M365 Copilot at your job, be sure to check out the description of this video where I posted prompts that you can copy and paste into your Copilot chat and follow along. So, to start my day, I'm going to run a prompt that will let me know what I have going on today. And let's say I was out of office yesterday and I missed a couple of things. So I'm going to ask Copilot to summarize my emails, missed meetings, and Teams messages between yesterday and today. List my follow ups item in a column. If I have been directly mentioned, make the topic bold. Let's see what I missed and what I have to prepare for today. So I've got a number of things here: 5 emails, 4 meetings, and 1 Teams message. So now I'm going to look and determine what I need to focus on. There is an email asking me for a summary or an update by end of Friday. There's also a task for me to compile OMB quarterly report updates. Now I know I've got that going on. And last but not least, there's also an email for me inquiring if I'm interested in a Women in Tech webinar. There's some meetings that happened that were not transcribed. And there's 1 Teams message. So from here, I have a pretty good idea on what I need to tackle first. It seems that there are a few important emails I need to reply to. So why don't I go do that? I'm going to click on an email and draft a reply. Here is that email I need to reply to by end of day Friday. So let's ask Copilot in Outlook to draft a quick reply and tell Paul that maybe I won't get to this task today, but I'll be sure to get to it on Monday. And we're going to draft with Copilot. And here I have my prompt pre-staged. So I'll copy that out and paste right into that Outlook email. Draft a reply, acknowledge Paul's request, let him know that I was out of the office yesterday, and I'll provide all updates by Monday. Let's let Copilot handle that email. Here, quick email. What if I want to change the tone to more casual? Easy as that. Now, what if I want to make it longer? Okay, easy as pie. We'll keep this draft and we'll send it off to Paul. Done. Checked my message. Good to go. What's next on my to-do list? Well, I think I missed a meeting, so I will hop over into Teams and I'll show you how to use a meeting recap of a recorded or transcribed meeting to catch up on my action items. So here again, I have a pre-staged prompt, which you can open up the recap of the meeting, just like that. Click on Copilot in the upper right corner where I'm hovering my mouse. And then ask Copilot, I missed this meeting. Help me catch up. List all action items assigned to me. Highlight the ones that are assigned to me, what decisions were made, and who's responsible for the next steps. So now, without having to watch the recording, I'm going to use Copilot to figure out what are my action items and next steps. If you have a meeting that was recorded that you may have missed, go ahead and try this. Open up the recap, click on Copilot in the upper right corner, and ask Copilot, what were my action items? Was I mentioned? Suggest follow-up activities I can do. Here I see a nice little summary for me, and my action items should be on the bottom here. Again, saving off lots of time using Copilot to catch up on a missed meeting. There we go. Now, I also saw in Copilot chat an action item for me to create or to compile an OMB report update. So let me show you how to do that. Now, I'm going to ask Copilot chat as a follow-up question. Oh, there it is. There's my follow-up prompt. I don't even have to type it. Compile the OMB report updates into a document. Hey, let's just use that. Now I am seeing some OMB updates that I can use to create the report. Now to create the report, I'm going to use Copilot in Word. I always use Copilot in the app where I naturally would do that task. So if I'm creating a report, I would be in Word and I would be using Copilot to draft that report. Let me show you how to do that. Here, I'm going to copy out the updates just like that from this Copilot chat response. These are the updates I want to include in my new report. So when I copy them out, I can just copy from the response, or I can use this icon to copy, and then I'll copy them in my notepad, then I will clean them up. And now we are going to move into Word. I'm going to open my Word Online and go into a blank document. And here I'm going to use Copilot to draft my report. Let me show you how to do that. I'm going to paste a rather long prompt, but it will show you the value of Copilot in Word. And here I'm asking Copilot to create a report based on a previous version of the report. Now, I can easily add this previous version of the report right into the prompt window. Watch how I do that. I navigate to the SharePoint site where that report is located, and I add that report. In this case, it's the Q1 of FY26 right into the prompt. There it is. Now, my document is referenced. My long prompt asks Copilot to create the new version of the report, include these key updates, and then watch for the last cool part. I'm going to insert the new information I want to add to the report right in here. And that comes from the Copilot chat response. Here's my new information. Now, once I have all that in, yes, it's a very long prompt, but we're doing a pretty complex thing here. Now, I'm commanding Copilot to create the report using the new information I gave it, as well as the previous version of the report for reference. And watch how quickly it's able to create that report for me, shaving off hours of work, if not days. Now, all I have to do is verify that it's correct and send it off. There it is. We just ran through 4 use cases. Catch up with Copilot chat. Catch up on the missed meeting with Copilot in Teams. draft reply with Copilot in Outlook. And last but not least, create a beautiful report with Copilot in Word. Be sure to copy the prompts from the description of the video. And if you like this little training, reach out to your Microsoft representative and inquire about having these types of training delivered to your organization. See you next time.